Two Rockford teens face several charges, including burglary, after they were arrested Saturday morning.
Officers with the Rockford Police Department responded just after 7:30 to the 1800 block of Brownfield Road for reports of two juveniles breaking into vehicles. A 17-year-old and 13-year-old boy matching the description of the reported suspects were later found in the 4200 block of Florida Drive. Both were arrested after a brief chase. The 17-year-old is being held in juvenile detention while the 13-year-old was released to family.